There are some things, there are some gifts that God can't get unless you give them to God. God will not demand them or take them by force, but when you give them freely, you show God just how much you love Him. One of those gifts is to give God first place in every area of your life. Exodus 20:3 says, "You shall have no other gods before me." When you have anything other than God in first place in your life, that's an idol. Even good things like family and careers can be idols. But the truth is that you wouldn't have those good things if it weren't for God. And they were never meant to take God's place. Think of it like this: if you make your career or family the most important thing in your life and you lose them, then your life falls apart. First place should be given to the one who can never be taken from you, and that is God. You can lose everything else you have, you can lose everything else in your life, but you will never lose God. So I want to show you this morning how you are to put God first in five major areas of your life. As we walk into 2025, I want to offer you this acronym of the word first. So we're going to start with the letter F, finances. Give God the first part of your money by tithing. Before you spend money on anything else, give the first 10% to God. It all comes from God anyway. And tithing is one way of seeking God's blessing on all of your finances. Now, let's move to I, interest. Give God first place in your interest by making God your primary focus. We focus on a lot of things in our lives, but we must focus on God first. Amen. R, relationships. Make your relationship with God first above all other relationships. Your family and friends will have enormous security knowing that they are second in your life and that God is number one. Next, we have S, which is schedule. Schedule time with God before anything else. For many people, it works best to give God the first part of your day with quiet time. Regardless of when you have your quiet time, be sure to set aside that time for God before you schedule anything else, before your schedule fills up, before the end of the day. Make sure that you schedule time with God. And finally, we have T, troubles. When troubles come, go to God first. Don't panic, just pray. Talk to God about it right away. Make prayer the first choice and not the last resort. Keep God first. Matthew 6:33 says, "Seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." We have to put God first. The only way to get everything else is to put God first. I don't know how your 2024 ended, but I believe that many of us forgot to keep God first. I believe that many of us forgot to thank God first. I believe that many of us forgot that when troubles came our way, to go to God first. I believe that many of us forgot to give God the first part of our finances because it comes from God anyway. I believe many of us forgot to keep God first in our relationships, in our interests. And I believe that many of us forgot to even schedule time with God. So I'm encouraging you today. Jesus makes an amazing promise to those who put God first. Keep God first in your life. Seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Keep God first. Be blessed and have a good day.